The Egger-Lohner C.2 Phaeton, nicknamed Porsche No.1 by its designer, was Ferdinand Porsche's first car and one of the earliest registered automobiles in Austria. It was built in 1898, when the 21-year-old engineer began working on electric vehicle projects in Vienna. By the end of June of that same year, the P1 had already hit the streets, paving the way for its creator's extraordinary career. Years later, the preserved example, though stripped of its original bodywork, became the centerpiece of the Prologue exhibition at the Porsche Museum, symbolically marking the beginning of the brand's history. Porsche's interest in electricity was evident from an early age. As early as 1893, he electrified his family home, making it the first private building in the city with electric lighting and a powered doorbell. This experience led to the design of the P1, equipped with an octagonal electric motor with an output of 3 to 5 horsepower. The drive system alone weighed around 130 kilograms, a very significant weight for the time. The energy stored in batteries allowed for speeds of up to 35 kilometers per hour. P1 could cover approximately 50 miles without stopping in leisurely city driving. The speed was regulated by a 12-speed switch, allowing for precise adjustment of engine power. In August of 1899, the car was presented at an exhibition in Berlin and then entered in a 40-kilometer electric vehicle race. The route included numerous hills and obstacles, and more than half the participants failed to reach the finish line. The Porsche won by 18 minutes, consuming the least energy of all the competitors. The success of the P1 became the starting point for further experimentation. Porsche then developed a vehicle with 2 electric motors placed directly in the front wheels, creating the first-ever in-wheel hub motor. Soon, it added 2 more motors to the rear wheels, creating one of the first electric 4-wheel drive cars. Despite its impressive innovation, this design was burdened by a battery pack weighing around 1,800 kilograms, limiting its ability to climb steep inclines and exposing the technological limitations of the era. At the Paris World's Fair in the early 20th century, an improved version of the Lohner Porsche vehicle was unveiled, featuring in-wheel hub motors and capable of reaching speeds of around 37 kilometers per hour. To address the limited range and poor hill climbing performance, a small internal combustion engine was added to power an electric generator. Thus, the concept of the first hybrid 4-wheel drive car was born. This idea was further developed into the Semper Vivus, followed by the production Lohner Porsche Mixte, which was launched as a mature hybrid. Porsche's development of electric vehicles was proceeding at an extraordinary pace. As early as 1902, it won the Exelbergrennen race with the Lohner Porsche Mixte. A few years later, experimental battery-powered racing cars capable of exceeding 120 kilometers per hour were being built to demonstrate the potential of batteries. The story of the P1, once again publicly unveiled at the Porsche Museum during its anniversary celebration, demonstrates that the brand's foundations from the very beginning were linked to electric drive, innovation, and a bold look into the future of motoring.